My name's Beth Perrone. This is my husband, Chris. We decided to embark on this project. We had lived in Marlborough, New Jersey for 22 years and raised our family there. And then when our children went to college, we decided we wanted a little bit of a different lifestyle and wanted to be on the water.
To be honest with you, did not really know the town of Brielle until we started looking for waterfront properties. So we started looking up on the Shrewsbury and Manasquan River first, which was very limited. And then real estate agent suggested the Manasquan River, and we kind of found it. And we originally thought it was going to be a renovation, but that provided some challenges because we wanted a pool behind the house, and in order to do that, the reno turned into complete build.
We chose an architect, N2 Architecture, which did an amazing job and were really collaborative in working with us, and asked them for some recommendations. And we also had been looking at some landscape architects because we wanted to design a pool, and sort of found Howard and Liquidscapes. And between Howard and our architect, Michael Baine's name came up in a couple of conversations, and as we started to interview different builders, he was one of them. You know, we have never done a project like this previously, and so it was very new to us, and Michael took a lot of time with us in talking us through sort of what the process would be, and he spent a lot of time, quite frankly, before we had even decided to go with him, which we were really grateful for, and he, gave us the impression that he was willing to work with us throughout the process and help us guide us through it. The collaboration process was critical, for sure, as we went through the process, because we had a lot of moving parts between doing the outside with the pool and the hardscapes at the same time as building the house. And for the most part, I think it went really well. There was a lot of engagement from both Baine's side as well as Liquidscapes. I think they would probably say I was heavily involved, and I don't know if they think that's a good thing, but it was important to me to be able to have access to those people readily, and they were very responsive.
So this whole wall behind me is all windows, and picking out the windows is one of the first things we did with Michael, and maximizing this view and being able to take advantage of it. Yeah, my favorite spot in the house is the covered porch. Sitting out there, all weather is really nice. I mean, you feel like you're almost like at a lighthouse, watching all the boats, watching, the pontoons come by from Pig and Parrot, the tiki huts coming from River Rock, the River Queen coming up and down. There's always something to watch. And so, just got nothing going on. You just sit out there and enjoy.
I totally agree with Chris's answer. I gravitate to the corner of the couch because I kind of get the panoramic view, and even if I'm watching TV or working on my laptop, I still can sneak a peek at the water. I would definitely recommend Baine Contracting. I think their willingness to work with you and adapt as you're going through a project, because it never goes according as planned, was something that I very much appreciated from them.
Yes, I recommend Baine, and one of the main reasons is I think the quality of their contractors. So, and a lot of Baine's guys did a lot of the woodwork in here, but even the painters that he brought in, the tile people that he brought in just did an amazing job, and they kind of stand out the most because they're the finished products. But even underneath it, the electrician and the plumbers, they're all very professional, and HVAC, and they all did a phenomenal job.
Honestly, I think anybody should do their due diligence, especially if you're embarking on a project of this size and magnitude. But I think one of the things that does stand out is Baine Contracting's ability to sort of work with you and sort of hear what you're trying to do. Michael had a lot of great suggestions, even in the design process, around placement of things and things that he's seen in the 40 years that they've been in business, and that was tremendously helpful.